Welcome to Bits of Food Science. Today, let's see how simple sugar transforms into that rich brown flavor through caramelization. In this video, learn what caramelization is, the process involved, the products formed, and the factors that influence it. Finally, explore the two methods of caramelization, wet and dry. Caramelization happens when sugar is heated until its molecules start reacting with oxygen in the air and with each other. Some molecules break into smaller ones, while others join together to form larger compounds. The result is a complex, brown-colored mixture that we simply call caramel. Interestingly, any sugar can caramelize, but the exact temperature depends on the chemical structure of that sugar. Now, let us define caramelization. Caramelization is a non-enzymatic browning reaction in which sugars, when heated above 160 degrees Celsius, undergo a series of changes that leads to the formation of volatile flavor molecules and brown-colored polymers. Let us understand caramelization using sucrose as an example. Sucrose, or table sugar, is a disaccharide made of glucose and fructose. When heated to around 160 degrees Celsius, the sucrose molecule breaks down into glucose and fructose. These simple sugars are unstable at high temperatures and undergo a series of complex reactions. They lose water molecules, rearrange their structures, and decompose into many smaller compounds. Some of these volatiles give distinct flavors. For example, ethyl acetate contributes a fruity note, diacetyl imparts a buttery flavor, maltol adds a sweet, toasty aroma, and furan gives a nutty character. At the same time, some molecules polymerize into larger brown compounds, such as caramelin, caramelen, and caramelin, which provide the characteristic color and depth of flavor in caramel. Products formed during caramelization include volatile compounds that give flavor and aroma, and non-volatile pigments that give color and texture. The combination of color, semi-solid texture, and aroma is from the complex mixture of the aroma molecules and the caramelins. Non-volatile pigments are mainly caramelins, caramellins, and caramelins. These are large polymeric molecules responsible for the brown to black color. While their primary role is color formation, their high molecular weight also contributes to thickness and viscosity. Volatile compounds are formed during caramelization. Furan is produced by dehydration and cyclization of sugars and gives a sweet roasted aroma. Maltol arises from deoxyosone dehydration and imparts a sweet, toasty, caramel-like flavor. Ethyl acetate is formed when acetic acid from sugar fragmentation reacts with ethanol, giving a fruity solvent-like aroma. Diacetyl, or 2,3-butadiene, is generated by oxidative degradation of sugar fragments and gives a buttery aroma. Let's talk about the factors that affect caramelization. First, the type of sugar. Not all sugars caramelize at the same temperature. Fructose starts at just 110 degrees Celsius, while glucose, galactose, and sucrose need about 160 degrees Celsius. Maltose takes the highest, nearly 180 degrees Celsius. Second, temperature. The higher the heat, the faster the reaction. Usually, caramelization kicks in above 160 degrees Celsius. Third, pH of the sugar environment strongly influences the course of caramelization. Under acidic conditions, sucrose undergoes rapid hydrolysis into glucose and fructose, a process known as inversion. While these monosaccharides caramelize at slightly lower temperatures, the initial focus on hydrolysis means that visible browning may be delayed. Mild acidity is useful in cooking because it prevents crystallization and produces smooth syrups, but excessive acidity can slow caramelization and shift flavors toward darker, more molasses-like notes. In contrast, alkaline conditions accelerate caramelization by lowering the temperature at which browning reactions begin, leading to faster color formation and more intense, roasted, and sometimes bitter flavors. Thus, adjusting pH provides a way to control both the rate and character of caramelization in food preparation. Fourth, moisture content. Water slows things down. Caramelization won't start until all the water has evaporated, which is why wet sugar takes longer to brown. Finally, heating time. The longer the sugar is heated, the more complex the reaction. This gives deeper colors, richer flavors, and changes the texture, from thick and sticky to brittle and glassy. There are two primary approaches to caramelizing sugar. First, dry caramelization. Here, sugar is heated directly without adding water. The sugar melts and then undergoes dehydration, fragmentation, and polymerization. This method is faster but requires careful control to prevent burning. It produces stronger flavors and darker pigments. Second, wet caramelization. In this method, sugar is dissolved in water before heating. The presence of water allows more uniform heating and reduces the risk of scorching. Evaporation occurs first, and then caramelization starts at about 160 degrees Celsius. This process gives a smoother texture. We've come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. For more such informative videos, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.